My life? Yo, Warriors! I literally just walked out of Deadpool and Wolverine. It is all that they said it was going to be, right? It's fantastic. It's like, you know, it's action, it's superhero-y, it's horror with a lot of gore. There's romance. Like, yeah, this is a love story, not Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, a little bit, but it was love story, you know, because the whole idea is he wanted to get back to Vanessa. Right? Great story. It was 2 hours of non-stop action. The fight scenes, like sometimes you're like, it's too much, right? This was perfect. It was perfect all around, right? Now, it's my reaction one. There might be some spoilers in it. I'm going to go home. I'm going to do a full spoiler review when I get back to the lair. But, must see. So, I saw this movie at 11:30 on a Tuesday in the movie tavern, and the place was 3/4 filled. At 11:30 on a Tuesday, right? That's the impact this movie's making. It's going to make $1 billion. It has to, right? Now, out of all the Deadpool movies, right, this is like 1 and 1A from Deadpool 1 and this one. It's fan-freaking-tastic. God, I'm at a loss for words, and I never shut up, okay? Great movie from the beginning to the end, and then when you get to the end, right, there's a little love letter, right, for the Fox universe. I had a tear come down my eye, baby. I'm telling you. They included all the Fox universe characters, right? They had the X-Men, then they had the next version of X-Men, right? Because they had Picard, then they had, you know, the other English guy, right? And then they had the Fantastic Four. Then they had the shitty Fantastic Four, right, in there too. They had what's her name, Elektra, and then they had Daredevil, right? And they had everybody from that universe, from that Fox universe, right? And it's a good, probably like 5-6 minute little thank you and don't forget us kind of thing at the end. I loved it. This tied a nice little bow around the Fox universe as they leave and then become part of Marvel. I loved it. I freaking loved it, right? I mean, everybody you want to see is in this movie, right? Blade's in it. Wesley freaking Snipes is Blade. And he has a great line. He's like, I'm Blade. I'm the only Blade. I'm the only Blade who's ever going to be, right? And then they go over to Deadpool, and he kind of has one of these, like, looks at his face. And to be honest with you, as of right now, he is the only Blade, except for the USA show, but that doesn't count, right? And then, right, they grabbed everybody out of the pool, and I don't mean Deadpool, out of the superhero pool, and had a ton of people. I'm blown away. Chris Evans as the Torch, right, from Fantastic Four. He was great. Oh my God. And then he went full Boston accent too, right at the end. It was great because it's kind of like, well, you're from New York, Fantastic Four, full Boston accent. Loved it. I mean, he went native, okay? And then you have X-23 who shows up, right? Wolverine's like test tube daughter, right? And she's the one that turns the movie around. She makes Wolverine feel worthy. And that's the whole thing. I'm going to get in more into it, right? But I'm telling you, guys, one of the best movies that Marvel's put out. Now, is it Marvel, Fox, Marvel? I don't know. But it was great. And it's just, you'll laugh, you'll cry, right? You'll cheer, right? You'll sit there and go, he said that, or they did that, right? But then you're also going, oh, yeah, it's great. And when Wolverine pulls the mask up and the final battle of the Deadpools. Oh my God, it was great. Oh my God. And whoever was Lady Deadpool, she fit that suit very well. Hubba hubba. Sorry, Helga. You know, but I say good woman, I'll say it's a good woman. You're a good woman. But Lady Deadpool, woohoo. Hubba hubba hubba. Alright, so I'm gonna head home, right? I'm gonna set up the camera. So I got like this whole studio thing going on. Alright, so I open up my laptop. Anyway, so I will see you guys in about an hour. We'll talk about Deadpool. We'll talk about some of the things I got coming up on the show, right? And most of all, right, we'll talk some nonsense. Because, hey, that's what I'm good at. But Deadpool and Wolverine, a must-see. If you are a superhero fan, if you are a romance fan, if you are a horror fan, you will love this movie. It spans all genres. Ooh, like how I do that? Ooh, all genres. So, see it. And see me in an hour. Mad Darbarian, OUT, out. All right, how do I turn this off? Jimmy!